Welcome here to Barcelona Metropolitan. We're now doing some webinars to help deal with this coronavirus. This is part of the Corona Chronicles that we are basically being able to capture the stories and make relevant what number of the expat community is suffering here in Barcelona through this coronavirus. But it doesn't have to all be negative. You don't have to suffer. We have excellent help on hand by professionals. And today we have Emma Ruiz with us with Gestalt Therapy. And I'd like to introduce her to talk about a little bit about about what her business does, how she can add value to the community, about herself. And then we have a number of Q&A questions that we've been asking people to follow up with to see if they can have something that they really would like to be addressed by a professional like Emma. So Emma, if you can talk about your company and then what you do and how you add value.
Okay, well, good morning, everybody. My name is Emma Ruiz, and as Victor said, I'm a Gestalt therapist, and I serve the expat community in Barcelona. And well, just for the ones of you who don't know anything about Gestalt, just three little things. It's based on the here and the now. So we address like the most pressing issue, in this case, coronavirus, and all the stress and all the anxiety and things that we're going through, everybody of us. And it's based on awareness. So raising awareness of what's happening. So becoming aware of how we're feeling at this moment and addressing that. And self-responsibility, which means what can I do about it? So what we're going to be talking about is, okay, all these things are happening in the world right now, but what can I do to help myself? So basically that's hopefully what I'll help you with today.
Okay, so one of the big challenges, Emma, if we can, is the issue of stress. A lot of people are nervous about what's going on. There's a lot of uncertainty, and people are having to change the way that they work, maybe being sent home and having to use some equipment that might not be as the most advanced technology that they might have in the office, and they're dealing with bad links and so forth. But irrespective of all of that, just in general, can you talk to us about some techniques that can easily be used to manage stress a bit easier?
Yeah, like there's lots of techniques around, but I sort of focus the ones that work best for me, and the ones that I always suggest to my clients are basically three. One is breathing, which I'm going to show you a couple of breathing exercises, which are super good. Another one is tapping, which is a super brilliant tool that I'm going to show you, super simple and very useful. And the third one is meditation and mindfulness. So during this time, if we have time, I'd like to show you these three things.
That sounds fantastic. I always hear about mindfulness, and it always kind of seems a little bit ambiguous to me. So I'd be lovely. That would be great to hear a little bit about it. Why don't you actually explain to us a little bit about those three right now?
Okay, so let's start with the breathing. I'm going to show you a couple of breathing techniques and why breathing is so important. Because we all breathe, but we don't breathe mindfully. We don't breathe consciously. We sort of like surface breathe most of the time, especially when we're stressed. It's like when you get scared, yeah, the first thing we go is like, and the air is caught up here. It doesn't really go down. When we breathe consciously and we breathe deeply, we put into function the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite of what gets us stressed. Yeah, when we're stressed, we're in the fight or flight mode. Either something is happening, I got to get out of here, and that's good when there's like they always say, there's a lion going to jump on top of us or something, or there's a fire. That's great. But now we're just stressed because of all the circumstances, and we're locked in. There's nothing to do. So let me show you a couple of breathing exercises. So first of all, I'd like you to sit up straight if you can, feeling comfortable. And I'm going to show you one that's called the box. So you close your eyes and you imagine a box, okay? Hold on, open your eyes first. Let me show you. Don't close them up now.
Okay.
So you imagine a box, and I'm going to explain, and then we'll do it together. So you breathe in and you count to 4 going up the box. Then you hold for 4. Then you breathe out for 4. And then you hold for 4. And you repeat that 4 times. Okay?
Are we going to do that now?
We're going to do at least one.
Okay.
Okay, so Everybody who's watching, close your eyes. I'm going to close them too, and I'll do the counting. So you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4. And as we do this, you imagine the square. We'll do it again. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. So you do that 4 times. That would be one cycle of 4, and repeat it again if necessary.
That was great.
It is useful. I'm going to show you another one that's for me it's even better, but that's a personal choice. Okay, this other one is the 4-7-8. With this one, you have to put the tip of your tongue at the back of your palate, sorry, at the front of the palate behind your teeth, and you just leave the tongue there naturally. So you breathe in for 4, you hold for 7, and then you breathe out through your mouth, making noise, counting 8. And let me demonstrate that. So you'd go. And you repeat that 4 times. Should we do that one together? Yeah?
Let's do it.
It's also a good idea if you put your hand on your belly, because we're supposed to breathe through the belly, not through the chest, okay? So when we breathe, the air should move your hand upwards, okay? Let's do one together. So I'll do the counting. You can close your eyes. I'll do the counting. So when you're ready, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you do that 4 times. It's very normal to feel lightheaded because you get a lot more oxygen into your brain. That's fine, no problem. And you repeat that 4 times. That would be another cycle of 4.
Okay.
That really helps you be in the present moment, because you're concentrating on your breathing and you're also counting. So your brain is not like, you don't give your brain the chance to go somewhere else. You're concentrating on the breathing and the counting.
Got it.
You're immediately here. And I can show you another one. Do you want another one?
I do.
Okay. This other one is also really good. It's because you focus again, your brain, your cognitive skills, and the breathing, okay? So you breathe in and count 1, breathe out and count 2, breathe in and count 2, breathe out and count 3, breathe in and count 3, breathe out and count 4, breathe in and count 4, breathe out and count 5, breathe in and count 5, breathe out and count 4, breathe in and count 4, breathe out and count 3, breathe in and count 3, breathe out and count 2, breathe in and count 2, breathe out and count 1.
That's
How was
cool.
that?
I love this stuff because you're right. I'm always thinking of many different things simultaneously, and this forces me just to see what's going on inside my own body. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That really, honestly, it really helps. It's what's helping me. Breathing really helps me be in the present, and breathing really calms me down.
I'd always heard that,
And
but I didn't know about a technique to do that. This is great. So, what else can you think would be helpful? Do you think it's important to have a routine?
um, I do and I don't, like, meaning don't over exaggerate, but yes, have a routine. Um, I think getting up at a more or less decent time, having your breakfast, getting a shower. Don't think that just because we're home and we don't have to leave the house that we can just walk around in your PJs all day, because that physically and mentally, that doesn't make us feel good. you know if you get up in the morning, have a good shower, put on your creams or whatever, or not, put on some perfume and get dressed, you feel different.
Okay.
Now,
And
maybe you don't have to do that every day because, it's not necessary. You can give yourself a Saturday and Sunday or whatever, a day off. But doing that really helps our mood.
especially if we're going to be confined in a home area, and this is a new experience for us, I
It
suppose
is.
making sure that we stay with the routine of being professional or being productive helps us, I guess, be in the right frame of mind. Huh?
At least getting us ready to like start a new day in a good way. The thing about being productive, I've got like my pros and cons about this. Some people are wanting to be so productive that it's becoming stressful. Like, I'm not going to work, I'm supposed to do all those many things. There I'm like getting overwhelmed by all the quantity of free things that people are offering. Free yoga classes, like online yoga classes, online meditations, online whatever. And that's if you don't have time during the day to be able to do all these things. Yeah. So yeah, keeping ourselves busy doing things that are good for us and that make us feel good is also important.
Okay, and how about now that we're in basically in these confined homes or offices or wherever we find ourselves?
Hmm.
How important is it, do you think, to divide the space up to the different family members so that they have their own space or together? What do you think about that?
Super mega important, because we're not used to spending 24/7 time with everybody in the same space. And it's super important that we are able to find even if it's just, I know flats are small, but even if it's like, okay, I'll be in the bedroom and you are in the living room, for example,
Okay,
or I'll go to the kitchen and spend like an hour there with my headphones on, listening to some quiet music, and please don't bother me. That's super important, especially with people who have children. It's very difficult with children, because it's more, they find it even more hard to understand why we're confined, especially with little ones, and they're all over the place. So
okay,
I think mom and dads should also have quiet times for themselves, and also I've encouraged my three nieces. I've got a 10-year-old and two 6-year-olds um, at home with my sister. And I was talking to the 10-year-old, and I said, look, Blanca, make sure that you get your time off, and you're alone, away from your sisters, and you're quiet. And she said, oh yeah, I do that anyway, Mom. I was here coloring and stuff. That's important for them, because
okay.
otherwise it can become overwhelming to be together for so long.
And as you were
Yeah.
talking about, now there are so many things online that people can choose from, and they are able to avail themselves of. But what fun activities do you think make sense from a stress relieving point of view that
Mm.
people can do while they're in confinement?
Of course, it depends on your taste. For me, dancing is wonderful. I found this thing online called Body Groove.
Body groove.
Body groove, yeah. So it's like moving, and that's fun. I think moving is super important. So if you like dancing, put on some good music, happy music. I've got a group of friends. We have a WhatsApp group, and we've created a coronavirus Spotify list, and we all
Okay.
added all the different, our favorite songs, dance songs, so we can, we can play it and dance. I'm planning to set up a birthday, just a party together, like a Zoom party with all of
Does
us.
it matter what kind of dancing? Are you talking about doing those sardanas? Or are we talking
No.
about salsa? Or maybe some hip hop dance?
I don't think sardanas are going to take us anywhere. It's too boring for me.
We
But
can do
just
the cucaracha.
I think country dancing sounds more like it.
All right, we do land. Well, when I start dancing, crowds of people start to boo. So I don't know that would help here, but I do
Well,
like.
whatever. We can dance, or you can just do yoga if you like, if you're into yoga, or there are so many things that you can do online now. Whatever makes you happy.
Okay, and in terms of socializing with the people that we have at home, or what if we have nobody at home? Because I have a friend who's from Moldova, and she lives alone, and she doesn't have anybody to talk to. And this is rough on her, because she usually does. She has a very small fridge, and she likes to go out and buy stuff like 2 or 3 times a week. But now she can't. And what do you think about people who? How do you socialize at home?
Well, by doing things like what we're doing just now. Fortunately, even though it's a terrible time, technology offers us such a fantastic opportunity with with video conferences. Now we can use Zoom, we can use WhatsApp video, there's so many ways to communicate that we didn't have before. And even though it's not the same, but I'm having fun having this conversation with you.
Yeah, no, it's great. And I would encourage people to take advantage of the time that they now have, perhaps more than they used to, because all that travel has been eliminated, and use it to, to talk to your friends, to your loved ones in other countries if they're not here, or even if they're close. But even a 5 or 10 minute quick discussion on a regular basis can really help restore conversations and dialogues with those of us who we love. And for whatever reason, we always think of them, and then we don't take the time to call. And now we have that chance to do so.
You're right. Yeah. And I've seen people getting more in touch with their families that live away now than before. It's also the sense of the idea as well that because of this coronavirus, things can happen, right? Yeah. And there's also this thing that, well, I might as well get in touch with the people I love. And that's so important.
So I guess having authentic dialogue and reconnecting with those people that are important to you gives you the chance, perhaps one of the silver linings of this unfortunate thing we're going through.
I think
I have another question for you.
Okay.
What is it that you think people should be eating? Is there something that's important from a stress relieving standpoint? Some things that maybe would make it worse, or things that would make it better?
Well, things that make it worse are processed foods. Sugar is really bad. Anything that's not, anything that's not very natural is not very good. I suggest eating lots of vegetables, lots of whole grains, oily fish, maybe tuna or sardines or anchovies for your omega-3s, yeah. And then supplements as well. It's interesting to have supplements of DHA, which is omega-3s or omega-6, sorry. Vitamin C is also a good thing.
I find myself, Emma, even during this quarantine period, or perhaps even more so, it was basically contradictory to what I might have thought. Now that I'm at home, and I'm lucky because I have somebody who is an amazing cook, I'm eating and taking in more calories than I was when I was running around. And now I don't travel places, so I'm not burning as many calories. And I haven't really had the discipline to do the exercises or find ways to burn calories while I'm here at home. Mostly I'm stressing and trying to find ways to be productive because, some of us who own businesses, we have to figure out what we're going to do. A lot of clients are calling and canceling. And there's so many discussions that I guess can cause stress. And being able to burn calories and eat healthily, I think it is a very important thing, and I don't know that I have the discipline to do so. Is there a resource that you might suggest to help people adjust to a lifestyle where they're going to be in house a lot more than they might otherwise be?
I'd say, first of all, let's have a lot of compassion for ourselves and love. And if we find that we can't be bothered by doing exercise, that's okay too, you know, Victor. I think the longer this gets, the more we'll get into this new routine too. We also need time to adjust to this.
Okay.
If you see what I mean. So don't be hard on yourself. Enjoy the food.
Oh, I am.
And I'm sure that in a couple of weeks or in 10 days, maybe you will feel like, okay, now I'm ready to start, you know, doing exercise at home, because this is a new thing.
Okay. Well, all these are great tips. I really appreciate it. Is there anything else that you would like to share with the people to deal with their stress?
Tapping. Do you want me to show you how to tap? That's really interesting. That's really useful. Okay, so tapping is a series of little taps that you do in different meridians of the body. And the idea is that we find the most pressing issue, we say, at the moment. So imagine you're very stressed because, like you were saying, what did you say? I'm eating too much. I'm stressed because I'm not doing exercise.
Yeah.
For example, and I feel bad with myself. So that could be something that is stressing me out. Okay. So I'm going to show you the movements. First, we start with what we call the karate chop.
Okay.
Okay. Karate chop. It doesn't matter which side you do it in. Doesn't matter. Then we tap at the top of your head. Then we do it. Yeah, I'll take my glasses off. Then you do it on top of your eyebrow here. Then the side of your eye. Then under your eye. Then under your nose. Then on your chin. Then on your collarbone. Either side, doesn't matter. Then under your armpit, like with all your hand. Then on your wrist. And then we start again, okay? And we do this by speaking and by saying what it is that is our issue. So in this case, okay, so we can say something like, so even though I'm stressed because I'm eating too much, I love myself and accept myself the way I am. And we do this 3 times. Even though I'm stressed because I'm eating too much, I love myself and accept myself just the way I am. Even though I'm stressed because I'm eating too much, I accept myself and I love myself just the way I am. I'm stressed because I'm eating too much. 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 Oops, I've missed this one. I'm stressed because I'm eating too much. I'm stressed because I'm eating too much. I'm stressed because I'm eating too much, but I'm okay. I'm stressed because I'm eating too much, but I'm okay. I'm stressed because I'm eating too much, but I'm okay. I'm stressed, but it's all right. I'm feeling okay even though I'm eating too much. I'm feeling okay even though I'm eating too much. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay even though I'm eating too much. I'm feeling okay. Even though I'm eating too much, my cat's coming. Even though I'm eating too much, I'm feeling fine. I feel happy with myself. I feel happy with myself. I'm feeling fine. It's okay to eat much. It's okay to eat too much. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling good with myself.
You know what, Emma?
And then you take a couple of deep breaths.
I'm feeling hungry.
You're not supposed to feel hungry.
But I'm feeling good about it.
No, but really, it really helps reduce your stress levels. I mean, right now I'm even super calm after doing this, and my cat just came. My cat wants to be part of the meeting.
Well,
Yeah,
that was very helpful and fun. And thank you very much. I think we need to start closing down, but it was really very useful. And I wanted to let everybody know, if you have a chance and you need to relieve some stress, or you have any questions that you want to ask Emma Ruiz, she's a huge support to the English-speaking expat community, and actually the locals as well, porque hablas perfectamente bien el catalán y el español, ¿no? And,
sí, también.
So don't feel shy, give her a call, reach her through the Barcelona Metropolitan magazine, or call her direct. And your website is
Gestalt Therapy in Barcelona.com.
There you go. Thank you so much, Emma, and stay safe, stay well. Yo me quedo en casa, and we love you very much. You really do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Victor, thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here and pleased to help as much as I can. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.